And essentially the debris field behind this is extreme. So this is like literally all the loose trailers from that setting that all floated down the river.
We're working with our crews to dig down until we can either, since they don't smell anything anymore, or we find human remains. They found a few the first day, and they've had several canine hits, but we have not actually found anyone yet. We're kind of nearing the end of the window where we may expect to find survivors. There have been, up to, I believe, 9 or 10 days, there have been reports of survivors. I've not heard of any trapped survivors being found since in the rubble since we got here. The human remains canines, we started running them through the piles. They've had several detections where they'll indicate with a bark that they found something, that they smell something. And they indicate, we bring a second animal up, and then we'll run the same area. And if we get 2 dogs that detect something in the area, we call that a confirmed hit, and then we begin removing the debris and to begin looking for remains. The biggest issue is we don't know how many people we're really looking for. That's kind of a challenge in itself. It's kind of hard to say when the search was done. With some of the other disasters, we kind of had a better count of, okay, we're looking for this many people. We know this many people are missing, and here we don't know that.
The devastation is pretty complete in some areas, and it's very, very heartbreaking. We're going to be going through the neighborhoods and doing our thorough search to make sure that nobody was left behind and everyone's accounted for.
Shower clear, bathroom clear.
We have to check every single home, every single boat that people may have been living on, and that's a really tedious process.
Can I maybe come over here and move this canoe?
So my partner, his name is Jake. He's a 10-year-old Labrador Retriever. He is trained to find survivors after an incident. What we really strive for is the people that may be unconscious or too weak to call out for help, that may be trapped in rubble. When Jake finds them, he barks, he alerts to us that he has located them, and then we can send rescue squads to go rescue that person and disentangle them and bring them out. He's the important one here. I'm the human that holds the leash. Jake is the one that does the real work. So we have 2 different working canines. We have live find dogs that are looking for survivors that may not be able to call out for help, that might be trapped in the rubble. And then we have human remains detection canines that are looking for, unfortunately, the people that did not survive the incident, in this case the hurricane. And so those dogs will indicate in an area where there may be human remains so our teams can recover them and make those families whole again. Each of the hurricanes I've been to have been a little bit different as far as their destruction. In this case, what we're dealing with is a lot of the storm surge and the absolute force that water brings to bear on structures that are not meant for it. So we're seeing entire homes that have been picked up and moved, set on top of other homes, just utterly disassembled and destroyed.